It's another episode of the Lost and Found Project. I'm Shelby, as always, and this is my lovely wife,
Brandy.
Hey. So today, whenever time it is, we're going to talk to you guys. We're going to do kind of a two-parter deal here. We're going to talk to the drug addict or the alcoholic who's still suffering, and then we're going to talk to the family of the drug addict or alcoholic who's still suffering. And so, where do you want to start? You want to start with the drug addict, or you want to start with the family?
Start with the drug addict.
Okay.
Because they might be thinking about it, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
They know they have a problem. They know that but they feel like they're the only one that's ever felt this way, right?
Right.
Like whenever I realized that I had a problem, and that was whenever I started going through withdrawals. I didn't know what that was at first.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that I felt horrible, and
Right.
I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And then I was like, then I connected the two, and I was like, oh God,
Right.
you know, what do I do? And I didn't want to tell anybody because then I was ashamed, and I didn't know how to stop it. You know, I was trying to fix it on my own, and
It's a rough place to be.
it was terrifying, and you can't fix it on your own. But I didn't know what recovery was, so I
Right.
didn't know that there was all these people out there that felt just like I did that could help me.
Right.
You know, I didn't know that there was medical detox. I didn't know what TRC was. I had no idea at this time.
Right. The crazy thing is, and I think so many people today, especially like if it started out as like I'm just getting high on the weekends and I'm showing up to work or I'm showing up to school on Monday and I'm good all through the week, then keep going and you'll be in this position that we're getting ready to talk about. But if you started on the weekend and then it turned into now it's Monday and it's Tuesday and it like you don't have a job no more, or maybe you do barely have a job, but you're starting to lose like family and some of your friends are starting to drop off from you.
Or you can't tell your wife or your
Right.
your parents or whatever what you're doing.
Your new best buddy is becoming your plug, the guy you buy or the girl you buy your stuff from. Then you're in a situation that is going to require some sort of help that is not just going to be like, today I'm going to take a hot bath and then start drinking green tea tomorrow and everything's going to be okay. Cause,
go to the gym in the morning, it'll be fine.
Yeah, because it's
Sweat
not
it
going to be.
It's not.
Because you're going to start sweating and then you're going to start shaking and then your body's going to start cramping and then all of a sudden...
Depending, I mean, anything but meth, okay?
Right, yeah.
Meth is the only thing that doesn't happen with.
Right. It's not a physical withdrawal. Now, you're going to feel like crap for a couple days, but
You'll be fine.
eat a sandwich, drink you some water. Don't drink pop, drink some water, and go lay down. And in a couple days, you'll feel just fine.
You'll be just fine.
But any of the other stuff, opiates, alcohol is probably the most dangerous substance known to man.
Seek medical attention.
Yes, go to your local hospital and tell them you need help from alcohol, from opiates, whatever it may be, and they will get you.
You won't go to jail.
They'll get you in the right spot, and you will not go to jail. And if you do find yourself in the back of a cop car, and even if you're getting ready to get in some trouble, tell them that you need help in that moment. It may not. It'll be 50 chance it may not keep you out of jail for the long haul. I don't know, but I've seen, right, it really depends on what you did, but I've seen a lot of people that are like, I need help in the back of a cop car, and all of a sudden they end up at a detox center or they end up at a crisis unit, and before they know it, they're in a recovery center somewhere and they're getting help. And so those are the people that we're trying to talk to. I mean, if you're listening, hey, keep listening, because you may be able to help a friend. But
or maybe, I mean, God forbid you're in that situation at some point later.
Right.
Because it's a scary place to be, and it's a lonely place to be.
Yep.
And it's a deathly place to be. We've seen so many people die from just being not educated
right.
on what could happen to you whenever you're detoxing. I mean, never mind what's going to happen to you
Right.
later, you know. That's the scariest thing. But the people that think they're just going to go to the gym and, you know, go to church, it's going to be fine. That is delusional.
Yeah, it's insane. And you need, and I'm not pushing any treatment center. I don't care what treatment center you go to. There's a reason that treatment centers are available to people. And the reason is because now, preferably a longer term treatment center. You don't have any long-term treatment centers really in our state. We got a couple they call them treatment centers, but they're more like work release programs. And then you got you got the 60-day stays, and then you got the 28 to 30 day stays. And the longer the better. Okay, I'll grant you that, but you need to go detox. You need to go to a treatment center, and then you need to find yourself some kind of whatever 12-step fellowship or faith-based fellowship, whatever it is, but you need to change all your old places, all your old things with all the same old people. You need to change all that. And that's so detox is going to get you medically stable, where you're in a medically free state of mind. And then the treatment facility is going to get you into, it's going to remove you from the substance long enough where you can genuinely face society.
Well, you find out why you're doing this.
Right.
You know, why am I drinking every day? What is
right.
causing me to feel like I need to do that, right? Besides the fact I like how it feels.
Right.
Bullshit.
Right. Because for so long, I mean...
At first, you liked how it felt.
Yeah, the first probably 5 years, I got high because I loved the way I felt. After that, I had no more choice over the way. I was doing it regardless because I had to.
Yeah.
And so, I think you remove yourself from the substance, and then if you just stop after you leave treatment, like I'm done with my 55-day stay at treatment, I get to go back, ding, ding, ding. I get to go back to my loving life, and within a week, 2 weeks, you're back in the same position wondering, how did I end up here?
How did I get drunk again? Or how did I, or maybe even the last 6 months.
Right.
Maybe 6 of the most miserable months of your life.
Right.
Because you're still the same up here.
Right. You never changed anything. You just changed. You might have changed your people, places, and things, but you never changed anything about you. You never changed your thought processing. You never changed any of your
self-seeking behavior.
Oh boy, I was saving that one for last.
Sorry,
but
I busted it out.
That's what I was going to take the easy way there and.
Let's just go.
But that is the. Now I'll tell you why I chose AA, being a heroin addict. I chose AA because when I walked into the room, there was people in there that I seen that they always say, find someone you want what they have and chase that. When I walked into a room of AA, there was bunches of those people, and I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. And it's what I found out is that 90% of the people in AA are heroin or, there's some kind of substance use. Yeah. It's not all alcohol. Now, alcohol will lead them to their substance.
Alcohol started it.
Yeah, and so that's why I choose AA. Now, there's a lot of people that are like, AA is snobby, hey, then whatever. I mean, I found my solution, and so that is what I know of as AA. And so that's like on our podcast, on our channel, that's what you'll hear a lot of is AA, and then you're starting to
see the books.
Yeah, we got a bunch of books back here, but that's what it's that, and it's starting to become more faith-based now because we're chasing that now too. So
yes, well, and in the beginning, like if you talked about God, then we were out,
Yeah.
But the fact that I don't care what 12-step program you do, if you as long as you work the steps to get rid of the SS I spoke of,
the selfishness and self-centeredness.
That is the root of our problems, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't get rid of that, then you're still miserable.
Yeah.
nobody around you can stand you either.
Right.
Newsflash.
Right. Bam. Yeah. Nobody wants to be, and I mean, I've had people in recovery when I was in and out of the rooms, when they'd be like, why don't you just go get high? You're so miserable.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thanks for the, now I get to go do it. And so just start, like, if you're on the edge, like you think, like you stick a needle in your arm, and when you get done pushing the plunger in, you're like, damn, why'd I do that? I need help. Then you're ready for help. You're at that point. So go get the help that you need. And if you don't know where to start, show up to your emergency room. Show up and tell them you need help, and they'll find the right spot. And
but then the sober living, so after treatment, right? So you go to treatment, you learn how to function, right? You can put your pants on without shaking so bad you fall on the floor. And you're probably not, the diarrhea is probably over with. You can probably maybe sleep okay by the end of the 2 months.
Maybe.
It just kind of depends on how long you were doing, an active addiction. But yeah, I mean, it took me, I'm going to tell you, like 5 years to sleep okay again, probably. 4.5, 5 years. Well, when we found Jesus.
Yeah.
That's when I started sleeping okay again.
Yeah. Wow.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense.
It does.
I just now.
Peace and serenity.
Yeah, peace and serenity. I can sleep.
Wow.
Okay. Well.
Back on track.
Oh yeah.
Talking about sober living.
Yeah, and so you go to treatment and do all the things, and then it's like, okay, but there's a whole world out there that has been going on while you're in here getting your stuff together.
Yep. And
how do I deal with those people that do not have a program?
Right.
Because I'm going to go to work and I'm going to get mad.
Yeah.
And somebody's not, going to smoke weed in front of me, and I'm in recovery, and they can't do that.
Yeah. No, but they can, and they will.
They will. They will. They'll like it too.
Right.
Probably.
Right.
And
they'll probably offer it to you.
Or
throw it out on
in the parking lot at the treatment center.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, I'm talking to you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I know you hear me.
Right, like they're watching a podcast about recovery.
Yeah.
But you are. So you go to sober living, and okay, so living in a house full of 10 girls or 12 guys, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? Because you've already been in treatment.
With 30 or 60.
Yeah. And I don't want to live with all those people again and share
Right.
a bathroom and share a bed, and I need to get laid, right?
Yeah.
Do you get laid or do you need to live? Is what it comes down to, because the success rate is, your chances of success are so much higher if you go to sober living for a year afterwards.
And I've seen.
Did you hear that? Did I say a year?
A whole year? No way. I have seen a whole lot of very successful people that are in the recovery community. When you ask them about their story and they start telling you about their story, it's always detox, treatment center, sober living for a year, sometimes a couple years, and you're like, people on the outside, they're like, you lived with 12 people for a year, 2 years? How did you do it? Well, we were all pulling the rope the same way, and so is what happened is for me, I built like 10 brothers that I know everything about their lives. They know everything about my life. They showed up to family functions. I showed up to their family functions. Like, I created a whole nother family. And then when I came home screaming mad because of some dork at work that pissed me off that I didn't know how to deal with, I came home screaming, and every night I just had brothers around me that loved me and allowed me to be mad, and then sat down with me and said, look, this is where you find your solution. It's right here in this book. But you got to stop with that selfishness. You got to stop with that fear-based anger that you're spewing right now. And you got to listen to what we're trying to tell you. And then boom, and I'm sure it happened the same way in the female houses.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they'll, what I'm saying, they'll let you cry about it for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, okay, are you done crying? Because it's time to find a solution.
Right.
And if you don't find a solution, you go out there and cry by yourself.
Right. And so that's what, I mean.
And that's where, it's, if your feelings hurt, then too bad.
Right.
We're getting sober around here. We're not
tiptoeing around feelings.
No, we are. Yeah, we're in business, and it's and we have the sober houses, and that's the same thing there. It's family. It's You know, you cry together, you laugh together, you celebrate everybody's victories together, and you call each other out on their BS together too.
Yes.
And that is the biggest part, you know, and that I know is how it works so good here, right?
Yeah.
Because we didn't go to Sober Living we did go to Sober Living
Right.
I went to Steve's house. That was the ultimate Sober Living, but
we managed one too for a while.
yeah, we did. But here, you know, it's that same, like, you come home mad, and I'm like, okay, you know, so where's your part? Right? And we talk it all out, and we call each other out on our BS too, you know? And you're like, okay, stop being a big baby or whatever. But you have to have that. If, I don't know, Bob goes to treatment and then goes back home to his wife and kids that are not alcoholics or addicts, and he doesn't go to meetings, and he doesn't do all the things, surround himself with like-minded people, then him and his wife are going to have hell. Hell, because she has no idea what he's going through. And he cannot find the words to explain it to her, because there are no words. Somebody has to feel it to know. And you're like, oh yeah, he's mad that, you know.
Whatever.
Yeah, that somebody took the good mop at work today.
And she doesn't understand that that's his mop.
Yeah, he uses that mop every day, except for on Saturdays. When Jim has it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just, it makes sense. And so that is the cool part about the recovery community that I wish I would have known when I first realized I had a problem. But there was that whole community out there. I really think, I know that it would have happened how it was supposed to happen, but it would have changed things for me. And that's kind of our purpose and stuff. Part of it is to get that out there to people. Like, there's a whole society out here in recovery that you don't know anything about, probably. And we want to help you. And
the greatest thing is like it's probably, so is what y'all don't see, guys, is there's a pit bull laying right next to her.
They probably heard it though.
And he farts so bad, and it stinks so bad. And I mean, we're doing really well for the stench that he's created.
My nose off over here.
But so the recovery community that you're probably not aware of, or you could be like her and had a bad experience, your first time through, and we'll talk about that in a different video. But it's, if you don't know about it or you had a bad experience, then you're never going to find it. And if you've had a bad experience, you're like, I don't want to go back around there. But like I showed her this time, like, no, there's good recovery. We just got to find the right spot. And we
not
did.
all that's for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those might not be your people.
And that's why there's so many in the city of Oklahoma City.
There's so many. And Lawton, I want to give a shout out to Lawton Recovery.
Yeah, Lawton Recovery is on point.
Man, they are a close-knit group of people, and they will accept whoever you are for whoever you are, and they will love you until you can love yourself. And I've witnessed it over and over again, and we get to be a part of it now, and
we love it.
It's beautiful. And people said, why are you going to move to Lawton? That's a horrible idea. And
here we are.
We almost believed them.
Hanging out in the shady 580.
Yeah.
But now we're going to move on to the second part of this, which is the family of the drug addict.
And we're going to have to pause this for a second.
Okay.